Welcome to Evergreen Valley College Library. Today we'll be talking about some of the best sources to use for your upcoming paper. For today's sessions, we're going to find relevant sources that cover biography, techniques and methods, maybe some criticism, what other artists say about your artist, and maybe the significance that your artist had on the movement that he or she was part of. If you want help from the librarians, the library is open during winter intersession from Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can also email us at librarian@evc.edu and we'll get right back to you as soon as we get the email. Or you can phone 408-274-7900. Our extension is 6661. Okay, let's talk about some of the online sources. Here at the EVC Library, we have a lot of different databases that can help you. They're not the open web. These are ones that we subscribe to that your tuition helps pay for, so they're really pretty useful to have. Some of the best sources for your particular assignment, we have Explora and Britannica. Those are both encyclopedias, and I can show you some of the best ways to search those. We have something called Gale eBooks, and those are books that are reference books, so they only have a short chapter or section on your artist. So instead of having to read a whole book, you're only going to have to read 3 to 6 pages to get the overview. eBooks ProQuest, that's a full book on your artist. However, a lot of times they'll just have one chapter, a smaller section devoted to whatever you're looking for, a critique of the artist, maybe their methods, etc. And we also have a streaming documentary database for films, and a lot of times those have the artists that you're looking for, and sometimes they'll have a section where somebody's actually picking apart the methodology and the brushstrokes, etc. that one of the artists used. So Films on Demand is also really useful. I'll show you about those today, how to get into them, and then we'll hit MLA and be all set. Okay, first let's look at how to get into our library databases. All right, from the evc.edu website, if you go to the looking glass here, you go to Support and Resources. We're under Library because we're part of the resources for the college. All right, so here on our web page, you can go down, you'll see the big box here. If you go below it, you'll see online articles. That's where all of the databases are. And I showed you a list of some of them. I'll show you how to get into them and how to use them. One of the first ones I talked about are our encyclopedias. I'm going to go up here to Types, and I'm going to hit where it says References and Encyclopedias. That's going to show our Encyclopedia Britannica and Explora. So I'm going to hit Britannica. It's going to bring me to the Encyclopedia Britannica. When you're using it from home, there's going to be a wall that you hit first where you have to put in your student information. Just put in the exact same student ID number and password that you use to get into Canvas. It will then bring you here to these resources. Anyway, from Encyclopedia Britannica, I will type in my artist. I'll type in Van Gogh, Dutch painter, and you see pictures, early life, biography, what decades they did their work in, as well as things like their legacy, additional readings, what their life and work was like, etc. So there's a lot of good things here. When you find a section that you like in any of these sources, you can share this article by emailing it to yourself if you'd like. That's always useful. You can also cite it in MLA. So if I almost always have my works cited open when I'm doing any research, so I take it, I copy it, cut and paste it, I put it directly into the document that I'm going to be writing on. That way you have the MLA citation right there. Okay, so that's one of our sources, Britannica. Let's back out a little bit. I'm going to go to Explora. It's another encyclopedia. Just in case you can't find something in Britannica, sometimes you can find it in Explora, and you'll see that it's a little bit different when your topic comes up. I'll type in Van Gogh. And it has an overview of Van Gogh. Access now. And it's done as a document. There's the early life, life's work, and almost always it has a nice significance section. That's Explorer. Explorer will kind of analyze for you what the artist did and what they contributed, what their significance in terms of all of history is. And so that's always nice, as well as a biography at the bottom, or a bibliography. When you come up to the top here, once again it has that citation tool. I go down and you wanted MLA, so it lists all the different citation types. You want MLA. And there it is right there. You can cut and paste it directly into your paper. Okay. You can also download it or print it or send it to yourself as well. You can share it right here. It'll share it to your Google Drive. You can email it, whatever you'd like to do. Okay, another good set of databases for the assignment that you want to do, aside from just an encyclopedia. Let's see, of all of our databases here, Gale eBooks is another one that's really good. Gale eBooks right here. I'll just show you three more databases really quickly to see what they look like. You can see that all of our databases look a little bit different, but they still work pretty much the same. There's a search bar, and then you're going to get a list of results. Van Gogh, Vincent. And here in the Encyclopedia of World Biography, they have a short section on Van Gogh. It's only 3 pages. This one's 4 pages. And this one's also 4 pages. So let's say I click on it. It gives me a really short biography, childhood, the Dutch period, the stay, production, and then just more information. So these are mini biographies that you can find in the Gale eBooks. Now, if you wanted something a little bit longer that maybe talked more about techniques and things like that, a good place to go, let's see, at the very top of the databases, I'm going to go to types and I'm going to hit eBooks. Search. Our best ebook here is eBook Central ProQuest. When you click on that, here's a full book. Full books on Van Gogh, another book on Van Gogh, several books here. When you find one that you're interested in or that you like, let's see, I'll pick this one here. It has all the table of contents, what you might need. You have notes in the back. You can read it online. And there's the book. Over here on this side, it'll tell you, or at various sections, let's see, maybe you want something about the artist's house. I'm going to click here on this page, an artist's house. It has different pieces of work. You can take a look at these self-portraits, any of the pieces. And you can even go in a little bit further if you'd like and get a better picture of what some of these are. Once again, you can cite the book in MLA, and then you can put that directly into your paper. Okay. Here on the side, you can search within the book. So let's say I was looking for a particular painting. I could do that and see if maybe inside the book it has a little bit about it. Here it has then the list of illustrations. It also has a section on it in an artist's house. On page 48, it talks about it specifically. So you can kind of look within the book as well. Okay, the last source I want to show you that might be useful to you is our Films on Demand databases. So I'm going to go to F for Films on Demand. And what's really great about this database is it will have somebody else analyzing or taking a look at the artist, and you can use some of these sections for your paper. Here's Van Gogh. In this particular section, there's a title of a video called Van Gogh Painted with Words, and this is a smaller section in there. There's another full video called Van Gogh Artist and His Art. There's an introduction to him. There's how he uses texture. There's a whole segment on how he uses texture. Van Gogh incorporated discontinuous brushstrokes within his paintings. Anyway, so this will have people analyzing and talking about technique. They divide these into like 3 to 5 minute sections, so you don't have to watch the whole video. You can only find the parts that are relevant for you. All right, so let's say I find this section, I'm interested in it, I click it. It'll begin to show the video. And you'll note that it also has the transcript here on the side. So I can look through the transcript, I can search it for several words that I might be interested in.
Goodwill and a bright view of the life we live. Man,
and it will lead me
rich,
directly into that section.
Particular.
Once again, I can cite the video here and put that into my reference works. So you have a transcript, you have the sections, and anything that you're interested in for that artist. Okay. So I've showed you some of the databases. Let me do a quick rehash of how to get here. From the evc.edu website, go to the magnifying glass, go down to Support and Resources, hit Library. When you scroll down under the big box, it says Online Articles. Those are all the databases. Okay, now let's go back to the presentation. I have them listed here, the best databases for your work. And lastly, I just want to cover MLA a little bit. Here's a section on how to actually cite an image in an art database like ArtStore. You put the artist, the title of the work, the year, the museum or the collection that it's in, the name of the database, and the DOI or the URL. So it has how to do that here. We also at the library have a full MLA documentation site and document. We have the list down here. It's under our LibGuides, right? So you can always find how to get any MLA documentation. We have the first page. We have a section that has the last page with the work cited. So any of those things you need help with, just get in touch with one of the librarians. Thanks so much for watching.